Hey everyone, welcome back to On the Fence Movie Reviews. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Rob.
So today we're going to be talking about Knives Out. So Knives Out stars a great ensemble cast with Daniel Craig, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Christopher Plummer, and that's just to name a few.
Are we forgetting Chris Evans? Captain America, thank you very much.
Christopher Evans, Captain America,
Whatever.
Anyway, so Christopher Plummer's character is the patriarch of the Thornbys, right?
Yeah. Thornbys.
And he is a very successful mystery novel writer. And the night of his birthday, they find him dead in his study.
Maybe is it his 86th birthday or 85th birthday?
I don't remember which year. It's like late 80s, I think.
Yeah, he lived a full life.
Yes, and so they find him the very next morning dead in his study. So then
is he dead?
Or is he dead?
Who knows?
A very eccentric private investigator played by Daniel Craig with a bit of a southern twang suspects foul play.
That's a really lame southern twang. You want to give it another go?
No, because that's probably just as good as Daniel Craig's.
Okay. Hey, whatever.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everybody becomes a suspect, and so now it goes on from there. So Rob, let's jump right into it. What did you think about Knives Out?
I feel like I have to talk into the mic. Well, Adrian, I felt that Daniel Craig's southern twang was spot on to what my mind expects.
How many southern people have you actually talked to?
I've talked to none, but this is how they sound.
So this is how they sound in your head.
Anyways, you know what? So first of all, this movie, I don't remember the movie Clue, but I remember watching it a long time ago. But I just Clue just jumps out at me. Even the board game. This whole movie jumped out at me as a Clue movie.
Are you sure it wasn't my post that referenced Clue?
No, it wasn't. Because I thought about this before I seen your post.
I'm sure you did.
Yes. Shut up. Now, I really had a lot of fun with this movie just because there were it knew what it was.
Okay.
And there were comedic elements to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a full on I thought this was gonna be a whodunit but kind of a scary movie.
Okay.
And I feel like it was more of a whodunit comedy. There were certain serious elements to it, which I was okay with, but mostly I felt myself laughing most of the time.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's character is awesome.
Okay.
I loved him. The accent was, but that's what I liked about it because it was.
You know what? You're changing my mind on it because I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. It knew what it was. It knew what it was.
Almost like a dark comedy.
Yeah. He wasn't trying.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was trying to be this serious.
Because again, I think for me it was a little. I'm it's a little off for me,
yeah,
right?
No,
and so it was distracting. But
yeah,
hearing you say that though, I think about it and go, yeah, it's true. It was playing like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
So maybe it was intentional that it was a little bit.
I almost felt like this. I know I said this movie it knew what it was, but at the same time, I almost felt like there are certain parts in this movie where you're thinking something. And then someone in the movie says it's almost not completely fourth wall breaking kind of thing,
yeah,
but just something
they're
where
kind
you're
of stating the obvious.
Yeah, oh hey, why did that? And then someone would be oh, hey, why'd you do that?
They're calling to attention.
Yeah, so I really, I enjoyed it. It knew what it was. For me, it was fun.
Okay.
I liked all the characters. Chris Evans' character. He's a jerk. And I loved it. It was
because you're a jerk.
Because I'm also a jerk.
Yeah.
So I can relate to him. But I loved his character. I forgot the main girl's name, but just her innocence, her in all this,
Ana de Armas.
Yes. She's just kind of going through the story and how all this stuff is just kind of piling on and it's just she did a great job at that.
Yeah. She really did a lot of the heavy lifting for the film.
She did,
and she carried a lot of it. And I think honestly,
really good job.
For me, she was the standout of the film. Like for me, I thought that she was probably honestly the best one in the film.
Well, next to Daniel Craig, of course. But no.
Daniel Craig was really good, but
yeah, I feel like she did carry this movie with Daniel Craig kind of as a sidekick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with
I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I thought the cast, if for nothing else, go watch this film for the cast. Like all the characters are really well written.
Yes.
And they're really well developed. And again, it plays like a comedy, so it's just a joy to watch these characters on screen. The dialogue is very sharp and smart. And again, Ana de Armas, she really carried the film, and it was very it was very entertaining. But there's a but in there.
There's a but. Well, let's hear this but. What's going on, Adrian? Tell me what this.
It's entertaining, but again, I was in for this murder mystery that, as a audience member, I was kind of try to solve it as we're going along, and then the big reveal at the end, maybe whatever. But it kind of changes for like maybe the first 45 minutes. It's we're trying to put the pieces together of this puzzle, and then it changes on you, and with that change, it's like they almost basically reveal it. And then you're kind of
okay. I see what you're saying.
And then you're kind of like, okay, that can't be is that it? Because you want something a little bit more, and then it just turns into kind of a cat and mouse game, where this character is kind of covering up their steps and everything for the rest of the film. So it was hard for me to kind of change gears like that, and I was just kind of like, okay, and then the last 10 minutes it kind of switches back, so it's like change gear, go back, and then that's the end.
I feel like you are taking this movie too serious.
Okay.
I feel like I understand what you're saying about all the they go from here then to here then to here. I get that, but this movie, I feel like that whole switching back and forth kind of thing, no, we're going down this road, now we're going down this road.
Okay.
It plays along to what the movie is, and the movie, like I said, doesn't take itself.
Okay, that's fair.
It's serious. See, here's the thing. Let me talk. Here's the thing. Is you were expecting something to go in, and so was I. I was expecting a whodunit kind of scary-ish movie, and right off the bat, I know within, I'd say the first 15 minutes, I knew that's not what I was going to get. So I changed my expectations of what this movie was going to be, and I went with it. And I feel like you were standing your ground, and you're like, no, this is what I wanted it to be.
Yes, and
I'm right, and you're wrong.
Well,
Thank
yes
you very
and
much.
no. I mean,
this is On the Fence movie review, and there you go.
See,
good.
This is why he relates with Chris Evans's character, because he's a jerk. But no, yes and no, because there's a way where you can be comical, and still keep the mystery. And I think they kind of do away with all the mystery 45 minutes into the film, and it's kind of, you're just left with you're just going along for the ride. Still entertaining. There's still the comedy is there to keep you engaged enough. But for me, it was okay, that's it.
I feel like you're looking
when it comes to a whodunit,
right?
You can't really show your hand that early in the film. I don't think so. But I mean, again, I hear what you're saying, but for me, that's where I was at.
I feel like I got two movies in one. So
there you go.
Mr. Negative over here.
I am not negative at all. I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying, and I do if you're not paying attention.
You're saying I'm not paying attention?
No. You let me finish. Jeez, I'm gonna punch you in the face. If you're not paying attention, the reveal you might miss. You have to pay attention to this movie.
And that's the thing. Is you're paying attention. You're catching the clues. I caught it. You caught it. I mean, we were talking about it before,
right? But at the same time, we I don't know. I feel like we watch a lot of these kind of movies.
Yeah.
So we for your average movie goer, they might not catch it right away. I'm not saying those people are not smart or anything like that. I'm just saying that we are always when we go into a movie, we're always looking for things.
Yeah.
Some people just might want to go in there and just, I'm gonna watch this movie. They might not catch that, and so what you're talking about, that you think is the, oh well, they show their hand in the middle of the movie. Some people might not catch that, and I'm saying that there's a select few people who are going to catch that, and the rest are going to enjoy the movie all the way through, and the reveal will be at the end.
It'll be a payoff. And that's fair, because in
I know it's fair. That's why I said
in the audience that I watched, I could hear the reactions as that last, like, like I said, the last 10 minutes, like the big reveal scene. Yeah. You can hear the reactions like, oh, okay, like
see, but, there you go, then, right in your crowd.
But again, for me, I was kind of like, okay.
Well, we know, Danny. We know someone's selfish.
So all that being said, Rob, are you gonna get off the fence, or are you gonna?
Well, let me talk about the negatives that I didn't like about this movie.
You have negatives?
No, I don't. But I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say that I don't have any negatives about this movie. The only negative that I have is that Adrian went to go see it and is talking bad about it.
I didn't say it was terrible.
That's the only negative I have. But okay, seriously, I thought this movie was really good. I really enjoyed it. I want to see it again. This is one of the movies where I was just like, when this comes out, I'm gonna buy this movie. I really liked it. I feel like you should get off the fence, because if you don't, you might get stabbed. Because Knives Out, get it? You might get stabbed. No. Adrian might get stabbed.
Probably. Yeah. That's probably gonna be my last review, guys.
Or at least kicked.
So I will say this, kind of have to know what you're getting into, like with, if you're like Rob, where you can kind of just,
I can adapt
to your environment and kind of go with that swerve there. You may enjoy it, and honestly, it's an enjoyable film. Even with the issue that I had with it, I will say is definitely worth getting off the fence and checking out, because it's an entertaining film, and it's an original piece, and I appreciate original filmmaking. Written and directed by Rian Johnson, and like I said, all the characters are really well written and well developed, and I like that. It's just that little thing that kind of took me out of it a little bit, but again, it was still entertaining enough to go watch it. So why don't you guys comment down below and let us know what you thought of Knives Out. Also, remember to follow us on Instagram at On the Fence Movie Reviews,
and remember, we'll catch you on the fence.